Look, we're going to have to move this show inside soon. What's up?
So, what do you think of Josh on the Manningcast?
On the who?
The Monday night, did you not watch it?
Oh, nah, I missed it. I missed some of it. I caught on kind of late, but I ain't really catch it all. I saw little clips.
What was the talk in the locker room? I'm assuming you heard some of the things that guys said to him, or I can't remember something wrong.
I ain't hear nothing. I was kind of grumpy today, so I didn't really talk much. So
Isn't that not being a good friend, not supporting your guy?
sometimes. I got my smiley hat on today because I was in a grumpy mood. So
Why?
good time. I love that one.
How late in the week will Coach Daboll add in plays or tweaks to the offense?
Every day, and twice on game day.
What's his game day? How much confidence does that give you guys on offense, knowing that he believes you can handle the changes?
It's good. He harps on it all week. He always says we got smart players that can handle it, and we always say like, yeah, Dave, we're smart, but it is a lot of information. So I mean, it's a give take relationship. But he trusts us out there, especially Josh is pretty smart as well, so he'll figure it out. He'll move all the pieces in the right spot. It's part of having when you do have smart players, especially from your quarterback position. You never really sweat, or you're too concerned because they'll figure it out.
Stefon, I've been meaning to ask you for a few weeks now about your cleats. You have different themes.
Yeah.
Does it mean something to you? I think there's maybe even artists that you've worked with or something like that. Can you just kind of expand on how that all started and some of the things you've done and what it means to you?
Kind of started in Minnesota. I always wanted to have like a little bit of something on my cleats. I'm a big cleat guy. I like to get a little creative, so I usually do something like towards that city that we're playing in, or like it was Halloween, so we did like a little Halloween theme. So it kind of all depends on the week, and then like we have birthdays. So like my dad will have a birthday, or like my kid or something, and I'll try to like show them some love for the birthday. So it all depends. Like I think this year we're gonna do a veterans thing for Halloween. I mean not Halloween for the veteran stuff, and then we got some Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty, so it goes hand in hand. So I think I might do something like that. So it all depends on the week, really. Get a little creative, have a little fun outside of being too serious.
Can I ask you about when you did Omar from The Wire? I know you're from that.
Oh yeah.
And he's, I watched the show as well. He was an amazing.
Yeah, The Wire. It's
He
crazy.
passed away, obviously. What that meant to you?
Yeah, I mean, for one, that was I'm more on the DC side, but that was still the crib, so I was just showing him some love, especially because he passed. He was definitely somebody that everybody knew, especially back home, considering the show. And he played in other stuff too. Like I remember he was in Lovecraft too. That was one of my favorite shows at one point. I wish they did. I don't think they did a season 2, but it was some great stuff. So it all predicated on the week. Try to keep it creative, try to keep it fun. That's
Do you
all.
have to clear anything with the league to do that?
Nah, I mean, I usually don't wear them in the game. I usually just wear like some type of blue, white, or red cleat. But I usually try not to wear them in the game because they do give me like pretty much a hard time sometimes. Just because, I guess you gotta wear a team issue, be in uniform.
Steph, I know it started in Minnesota, but you going around the stadium before the game and playing catch with
Mhm.
fans. Obviously, you brought up the fan, and they were in an interview, and they said it was like the best day of their life.
Nah.
So just like to hear that kind of stuff, like why is it so important to give those experiences?
It's fun. I mean, it don't cost you nothing to be nice, especially when it's dealing with kids, because you don't know how that's going to impact them. I remember we were playing catch and I threw the ball to him. And somebody caught it and gave it to their kid. And I was like, I mean, I'm not mad at you for doing that, but that wasn't for you. So he kind of gave me this out. I was like, come on, you can come play catch with me on the field a little bit. So, and I think they said it was his birthday. So hopefully it was a good birthday present. But it don't cost you nothing to be sweet.
The saying "best version of yourself" gets tossed around this building quite often.
Mhm.
We hear it a lot from you guys. Are you the best version of yourself right now?
I don't think so. I think I got some growing to do still. I feel like you're never the best version of yourself if you continue to work at it. As far as like, every day is a struggle. You don't know what is going to be thrown at you, but kind of just roll with the punches, trying to stay positive, kind of just, stay on that uphill battle of just trying to get better, especially on the football field. And I feel like you learn the most about yourself out there, and then in the real world, everybody has the real world problems, first world problems. So I'm not the best version of myself yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm working on it. I'm getting close.
For you, like being halfway through the season now, about what would you kind of say is the offensive identity you think?
I feel like we kind of like a jack of all trades a little bit. Like, what I'm saying? I feel like we can throw the ball, we can run the ball. We're not as one-dimensional as we were last year. Last year we were just chucking the ball around. So this year we can mix it up, and we gotta like I feel like we got a lot of depth. You know, a lot of guys that can do different things. A lot of playmakers. We got some guys in the backfield. We got a quarterback that can run. You know, having a mobile quarterback really adds another element to your team because you know you got to account for your quarterback as well taking off on foot. So for me, I feel like we learning how to play left-handed. You know, especially when guys, when people want to take away the first things you like to do or things that you pretty much do pretty well. Being able to play left-handed and do some other things, it gives people a different look and hard to catch a bid on you. So I can't give you too much of an identity because I feel like we could do a little bit of everything.
I guess too, like what have you learned about this team now that we've had a pretty decent sample size?
I feel like we can weather the storm. I feel like they've built the right kind of guys here. You know, we got the right kind of team here. When things are good, they're good. When things aren't as good, nobody is getting low. Nobody's hanging their head and nobody's feeling sorry for themselves. I feel like even after a loss, we come back out here with the same mindset we had going into that previous game of, we're trying to win. We're going to do everything we can to win, and we're going to work extremely hard. So I just feel like we got the right makeup. I say that we got the right makeup. Just got to make sure it translates and execute.
And just no major moves at the deadline too. Do you think that, like, what does that say to you about what the belief upstairs is?
I mean, they feel like we got the right pieces. I don't even think we made a lot of moves last year when I was here. So excuse me, I'm sorry, but trusting the guys that you have, trusting the people that you have. I feel like we have the right team. We have, what I'm saying. I don't deal too much in operations of players, but I know the guys that I go to battle with each and every day, and I trust them. What I'm saying I have 100% confidence in them, and I'm glad that they have confidence in them as well.
Take us through the touchdown on Sunday. Looked like Josh was maybe falling back a little bit and just trusted you to be in that spot where he was throwing.
Yeah, we kind of had to play earlier in the game too. We almost hit it, but I think T swing popped, and then coming down to it later on in the game, just as far as like trusting Josh and Josh trusting me, just pitch and catch. We've been doing it for a while, so I don't think too much about it. It didn't go in the stands. Don't say that, because if it goes in the stands, it's a fine. But that was just me, like it wasn't my best kick, but I was trying to make it not go in the stands. So purposeful.
Do you plan out your touchdown celebration?
No. Me and E had a planned celebration, so I think we're gonna make it a weekly thing. It's gonna be some good luck with the receivers. If you plan a celebration, somebody's gonna score. So I think we're gonna have some. Nah, like I was on the Millennium Tour back in the day, for real.
It's good luck to plan it.
I don't know which part of the Millennium Tour.
I was on it. Probably like the first one. I just don't remember. I was so young, but I remember all my dance moves. Yeah, probably. Huh?
You said it's good luck to plan a celebration.
Oh, now it is. I think it is now. So we gotta plan it. We gotta plan it each and every week. Every time we plan, somebody scored. So get to planning.
Who's the best dancer?
You ever seen Gabe Davis? Maybe a little bit of Isaiah, because he does all the Spanish moves. I need to learn my Spanish moves.
Tyler Bassett from 57.
Oh yeah, T-Bass.
How far out do you think he could hit? Game day.
I don't know. I think he's so slim. Like his stature doesn't seem like big, super strong. But when it comes to having a leg, I think he can kick from like 60 something, whatever. I'm gonna always be there to celebrate with him. I think special teams is huge for us because T-Bass brings a little swag too. He's not your normal field goal kicker.
Yeah, you were out there after he did. Like,
Always.
You were out on the field. You were going crazy.
Always. I think.
What does that do for the team when you like get that energy going? Like
It's some juice. It's a clip actually. J. Poe was mic'd up in the game, and it's a video of him telling me like I need it right before I scored, and then we have a clip where as though I'm talking to him, he runs down on kickoff, and I always try to come out on the kickoff because special teams is huge for us. I feel like they do a great job, and they don't get a lot of, they don't get all the glitz and the glam and the shine, but they play an intricate part in our team. So I go out there and always try to hype them up, even though I'm not on special teams. Like, I need to get out there. I told J. Poe, get the ball back. And then what do you know? It's a video of him soon after that, he got that pick. So I feel like that's a prime example of, energy, feeding off offense and defense, and everybody kind of playing as one unit. But as far as like feeding that energy to the defense, you know what I'm saying, and they're giving it back to you, it all kind of pans out.
You see situations around the league deteriorate sometimes. I mean, what's going on with Daboll and Cleveland right now? You've gone through your own adversity at times. To be in a situation like you're in, what does that allow you to do, like on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis, when you're in such a good headspace, in such a good situation?
I mean, it's like a weight off your back because people don't really. I mean, we live in such a tough world, and then we live in a sensitive world. So it's like, you got people on all ends who have a comment or have a say so in X, Y, Z, but you don't know what people kind of go through, especially in their mental headspace, because you know, when you put in a lot of work in what you do and you invest in yourself and you give it everything that you got and it doesn't pan out, people don't care about it as much. You know what I'm saying? And when it does go well, it goes well. But when it doesn't, you feel like you kind of falling short. So as far as like I was in that place. I was in a bad place at one point, and I felt like I had to kind of dig myself out of there because you know it had nothing to do with you. Sometimes it's just like the situation, and you got to look big picture because like I kind of said a couple weeks ago, all the time that you put in, all the effort that you put into yourself and trying to get yourself ready for the opportunity, sometimes the opportunity comes and sometimes it doesn't. You know, that's even with jobs. If you feel like as an intern, you probably worked 180 hours. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get your dream job after that. You know what I'm saying? It never happens that way. So for us, you know what I'm saying, it's not too much of different. It's just at a higher level. And football is such a, you know, competitive, and you know what I'm saying, you put your all into it, and it's a hard on your sleeve sport. So I always feel for guys, and I understand what it's like to be in not a great headspace because, you know, I was there at one point, and I always say like, you know, I ain't gonna say buck up, but you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna say you know, I wish him well, and I hope it all works out.
So what did you think about Calvin Ridley?
Yeah.
Good.
What did you think about Calvin Ridley's decision to step back for a little bit?
I feel like, I mean, I'm not a huge, I used to be a tough love guy, you know what I'm saying, because I used to be like that with my little brothers, but I feel like I had to take a step back from being that way just because it's not all about tough love, you know what I'm saying. You kind of got to love up on people sometimes, and you don't understand how hard the battle is for them, like something that I can handle, somebody else might not be able to handle, you know what I'm saying. So being responsible, and I feel like taking care of your mental, taking care of your chicken, as Marshawn would say, it's smart for you and it's good for you. It's good for you, it's good for your family, it's good for your surroundings, because when you're in a bad headspace and you're at your job and you kind of like not in the best place, you might not be your best self, you know what I'm saying. And when you're not your best self, you're not helping nobody. So I feel like that was the best thing that he could do. I commend him, I salute him for that, and hopefully he shakes back in all ways.
What have you seen change around the league as far as conversations around mental health since the time you got to the league?
Yeah, like I'm kind of young, so I'm past two-a-day level. Like, you know what I'm saying, back in the day when football was like a little bit more harder, I heard. So I guess it's a lot different now, but you see people taking it a lot more serious as far as like just their approach, and you know what I'm saying, people aren't just shunning it or letting it fall to the wayside of how people feel, because how people feel really, you know what I'm saying, really translates, and you can kind of gauge where things are going when people are in a bad place. Because if you're in a bad place, you know, everybody has came to work in a bad mood before. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a bad mood, things are going to transpire like you're in a bad mood, and you know that's not good for nobody. So I feel like they're taking it a lot more serious, and you know, we have some people on the team that you could talk to and X, Y, Z. So kind of put you in a better space when you have somebody that you know that you can trust, and they're not gonna spill the beans to other people about what you got going on in your personal life.
Well, you said you came to work grumpy today.
I'm always grumpy, but maybe talking to y'all put me in a little better mood.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.